And along the way, I learned that Mary Kay had this desire to visit Africa. Women of the ELCA put out a periodic newsletter called The Interchange, and right on the front page was this trip to Liberia. So I gave it to Mary Kay. I wasn't going. It wasn't on my bucket list. We left on November 30th and arrived December 1st, 28 hours later.
It safely could be called a life-changing experience to go to Liberia.
And like Mary Kay, I mean, it has touched my heart and it has changed my life, and I will never be the same again.
We were treated as sort of dignitaries when we came. We met with the top people in the country.
Ellen Johnson Sirleaf's office, and
just so Ellen Johnson Sirleaf is the president of Liberia, a woman president, and we had an hour visit with her. Different leaders of different departments, the bishop. We met with LeMay Gabawi, who received a Peace Prize. And we learned so much about the struggles that this country had gone through and the power of the women.
And when we got off the plane and, you got through customs. Must have been 20 women?
At least 20, and they were all singing and dancing, and they had a song, Welcome to Liberia. It was just awesome.
In the process of getting ready for this trip, we got an email from Valora Starr, who was coordinating the trip from Churchwide, and she said the women wanted to make us all dresses. So would we send our measurements?
Okay.
So all of us had these green dresses.
We walk into the church, and every woman in there has the same dress with the red. And this is a very, very large church.
There had to be 600 people in that church.
It was unbelievable.
And Valora said to us as we were getting ready to leave, she says, now, if you're thinking about your church at home in 45 minutes, slam bang, and we're out of here, she said, take a deep breath. Church was 2.5 hours. So then on Tuesday, we got in the vans and we headed up country to Phoebe. And along the way, I mean, there were these groups of women every place. And then we arrived at Phoebe, and there was a group of them waiting outside along the road as we moved into the compound at Phoebe. And we spent 2 days at Phoebe. The area that they serve is over 400,000 people. Okay. So, I mean, it's a huge area. But people have to sometimes walk for days. People don't have vehicles.
During our meeting with the doctor, we were talking about general finances, and they talked about energy costs, and they were using diesel fuel in order to get their electricity, and it was costing them $45,000 a month.
There's some grid in Monrovia, but as you get to rural areas, that's another thing that was destroyed. Where it existed, it was destroyed during the war.
Later on in the trip, we went up to a beautiful waterfall. They were talking about taking that out and building a dam for hydroelectric power, and we said, oh, what a shame that would be, but we understood their need for power. We just said there was sunlight every day. There was all this sunlight, and they needed something, and we needed to do solar power. It just makes sense.
I kept thinking of my mother's whispering in my ear, the road to hell is paved with good intentions.
And I see this project as impacting the entire country. We have a chance now to impact 400,000 people.
It's made me look at things differently than I might have before I could put names and faces together. I'm going to cry.